The California eviction notice. What is an eviction notice? Eviction notice, or notice to quit, is a letter sent by the landlord to the tenant notifying them that they should either take or stop a certain action or vacate the rented premises. Eviction notice can be of two types: conditional, when a tenant is given time to remedy the breach of the lease, or unconditional, when a landlord terminates the lease without any alternative options for a tenant. What should an eviction notice include? Information about the tenant and the landlord. The reason for sending the notice. The date by which the tenant should take or stop a certain action. The consequences of non-compliance. The date and way of notice delivery and the landlord's signature in the form of certificate of service attached to the notice. How to evict a tenant in California. The non-payment notice. If the tenant fails to pay rent, California law requires the landlord to send a 3-day notice to either pay or quit before terminating the contract. Non-compliance notice. A notice is also required when the tenant violates other terms of the lease, excluding illegal activity. It should state that the lease can be terminated in 3 days after delivery of the notice if the violation is not remedied. In case of illegal activity by the tenant, a 3-day notice to quit is needed. What if the tenant fails to comply? If the tenant fails to pay rent due and associated fees or remedy the violation, the landlord can file an eviction lawsuit with a California court. The filing fee ranges from $385 to $435. The tenant should be served with the summons and complaint within 60 days after the filing of complaint. It can be done by anyone who is at least 18 and does not take part in the eviction process. After that, the tenant has up to 15 days to file an answer with the court. If they were delivered in person, they have only 5 days to respond. Their failure to file an answer or appear for the hearing by default might lead to the judge's ruling in the landlord's favor. If the landlord wins the case, the court issues a writ of possession. This document enables the landlord to return possession of the rented premises. The tenant has 5 days after the writ is received to move out before they are removed forcibly.